So, UGC, this message is for my email list. And again, I wanted to thank you all for all my new subscribers, all my old subscribers, for all the women who have joined the Ugly Girls Club because they wanted to make a change in their lives, right? My message for you today is this: you don't need as many people as you think to be in your corner. And if you're waiting on people to support you, to make you feel good about the things that you want to do, I am asking you not to wait. I'm begging you, really, not to wait on the approval of people. I had to learn in my life that being unreasonable was just a part of my journey. And thinking back on all of the things that I have decided to do or be, I never got that much support from people. I always, with whatever it is that I was trying to do, I always had to answer speculative questions about why I thought that I could do it, right? There was always someone coming along saying, well, why are you charging that? Or do you think it's the right time now to put that out? Or don't you think you need to learn a little more? Or don't you think that's already been done before? Someone's doing it better than you. Maybe you need to do something else. Or maybe if you looked like this, it would be more effective. So this thing that you're trying to do, you're really wasting your time because you don't look like the type that should be doing it. I've always been told that about everything that I have decided to undertake. Everything. So if I had waited on someone to give me the green light and say, you know what, this is perfect timing, you're the perfect person, I absolutely love what it is that you do, I've been looking for someone like you this whole time, I wouldn't have done anything. I wouldn't have done anything. I remember when I had my salon years ago, and I had my prices up and everything, and I think at that time I was one of the most expensive natural hairstylists at that time. My prices were double of anybody else, right? In my little area, my little town. And I would always have to have a discussion about why I thought I was worth the price that I was charging. And people thought they could have that discussion with me because they felt that someone like me, not that my work wasn't good, but someone like me thinking that I could charge a price like this. Who do I think I am for charging that? I know, some other people charge that, but why do I think, not the work now, why do I think personally I deserve that much? I've always had to have that discussion with people. And after a while, I stopped entertaining it because I realized, my dissertation about my worth didn't change their perception of my value. It didn't change it. So as a businesswoman for years now, I realized that my goal is not really to make anybody feel that I'm deserving about what it is that I say that I want, right? My goal is to find those who will just pay what I'm asking for. And everyone else who wants to wrestle and tussle about it can get the fuck on. It's as simple as that. I wasted a lot of time politicking and trying to campaign with people who thought that I wasn't worth what I thought I was worth, to no avail. Because after a while, you realize it's just a discussion. It really comes down to we're just having a discussion about me. I'm not discussing me with you. You're either going to pay what I'm charging or you're going to get the fuck out of my face. Period. I'm not concerned with what Susan or Deborah or whoever is charging out there. Everyone's charging what they feel they're worth. And what I try to explain to you, UGC, is that they want our worth to be a collective measure. And I abhor that. My worth is not, you're not going to surmise my worth based on a median, based on an average, high and low end average. And, I'm going to figure you out somewhere beneath average. And then I'm going to decide what I'm going to pay you. Bitch, please. No, you won't. Not me. So when I'm coming to y'all, imploring you all, and begging you all not to quantify your value based on what another woman is getting. I'm talking to you from experience here. I'm talking to you as a woman who has had to have this conversation about why I thought I was worth what I thought I was worth with people who did not want to pay it. And we're out here campaigning for the graces and the appeasement of people who will never find value in us. That is a waste of time. Because the moment you have a discussion with anybody about why you're worth what you're worth, you lose. The moment you have a discussion with anybody about why you are worth, why you think you're worth what you're worth, you have lost. Because the person who's answering questions is the one who's the subordinate. The person asking questions, now this is business acumen here. The person asking the questions is the one that's in control. And the person answering is the one who's begging. I'm not begging anybody to like me, to think that I'm worth what it is that I'm worth, to decide that I matter. I'm not discussing my value with anyone. You either pay it or you get the fuck on. And that's what I want y'all to adopt. That's what I want you to feel. UGC. People have biases that for the most part are not going to change until some crazy ass life event happens. And people don't change until they almost die in a car accident or have a almost fatal disease. I mean, they have to almost be taken out of here for them to change their view on life and value and people and friendship and love and all that stuff. People have to almost be taken out of here. Their spirit almost has to leave their body for them to assume another belief. Your tears are not going to reform anybody. Your vagina is not going to reform anybody. Your love for them is not going to reform them either. And I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I've learned over the years. Some of you are just finding out about me. I've been around, I've been doing this for a long time. For a long time. So I want y'all to get the lesson. I want y'all to get the lesson sooner than later. When it still matters. When you can still make a pivot that can change the rest of your life. I want you to get that pivot now. So I'm thanking you all who have subscribed, who are supporting. I invite you all to become members of our Patreon page. You want to wait till the 1st on that so that you don't get double charged, because for some reason Patreon, the day that you get in isn't exactly the day that you are charged each month. They just have a weird system like that. So if you come in today, you'll get charged again on the first, and then from then on it'll be the first of the month from then on. So I mean, you could get in now if you don't mind being double charged. That's fine. Just letting you know that I would love to have you as a Patreon member, and I would like for you all to get the ebooks that we have in our merch store, ugctools.com. That's ugctools.com, and get the Ugly Girl Survival Guide and read it. Get the Ugly Girl Survival Guide, get How Not to Give a Fuck. I have several ebooks and audio courses there that are comprehensive, that are thought-provoking, that will start to change your lens, change how you see things. You can't change people. What we are in the business of, you and me, as ugly girls, is changing our lens. We have to change how we see things so that we're not out here feeling like sitting ducks, totally disempowered. And that's the goal. That's the goal. All right, UGC, until next time, peace and love.